Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for the boys. Season 2, episode number 4.
Make sure you smash that like button.
Hit the shit out of it.
That was good. Alright, let's jump into some comments, starting with our patrons, first being Bjorn, who comes through to say, hey guys, so this episode was all over the place. Oh, and by the way, Black Noir is pronounced Black Noir. Just say it fast and you're good. And the girl's name is Kimiko. Kimiko. Homelander throwing his kid off the roof was crazy, but I knew he would do it. Still messed up. We never heard of superheroes having kids until Homelander. But it is not supposed to happen because all soups should be sterile by default. That's
Makes
why
sense.
the kid's mom, aka Butcher's ex, almost died giving birth, and I just remembered she used to be Patty Spivot, aka Barry's super cute cop girlfriend from The Flash. Really?
Oh, that's probably why
That's probably why she looks super familiar.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
Butcher stayed true to his name when he drove into the whale. And Stormfront is a psychotic racist bitch. I knew she was too good to be true, but I did not see that coming.
No.
All in all, a perfect episode.
Yeah.
RJ, I'm sure if DC shows would get an R rating, we would see something similar to this show. Anyway, I can't wait for the next one. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Well, I mean, Titans was about as R-rated, I guess, as you can get.
It wasn't R-rated, though.
Because, I mean, they was dropping some cuss words.
But it wasn't R-rated, though.
I mean, it was kind of. They cussed.
Basically saying if
nobody used the F-bomb.
If they committed to a full-on R, it would be just as dramatic.
Well, that was my point. You know, if they did stuff like that, it'd be on point.
All right, then we have executive producer Lasith, who said, love the reaction, guys. This show manages to surprise me every time, and I didn't think I could despise another character after Homelander, but Stormfront is much worse in my opinion because she's a racist psychopath.
Yeah.
That's an ongoing thing. I love this episode. It had everything, and the action sequences were brilliant, and that whale scene was epic and hilarious. Also, I know I'm alone in this, but I'm still waiting to see if Huey has any powers, because every time Huey spaces out or in a life or death situation, I'm always thinking, is he going to unlock some kind of power? Also,
I mean, no, because his dad would have had to have gotten some money and then let them inject him, and it didn't seem like
I always had, I was saying that last season. I was like, ooh, is this going to be the moment he shows his power?
Yeah.
Also, poor Kimiko. Also, poor Kimiko. Is that right? I don't know. She got her brother back just to watch him die, and I really thought he would join the team and would have been a great asset. Can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah. At least we would have had like at least 2 soups on our team, but now we're still down to 1. A savage one, though.
She's a beast.
A savage one
all right, we're going to feature a couple comments from YouTube, and then we'll jump right into episode 4. So starting with Raz, I love how they created Stormfront's character. Horrible in some aspects, great in others. That's why so many people loved her before the scene. Totally agree.
Yeah.
She definitely brought a different type of energy. So
she was keeping it real, as the kids say.
Real racist now.
We didn't
know that's where she was gonna go.
Oh man.
Carl Matrix says everyone's favorite episode. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that was a surprise. The Cell 111 says The Boys is based on some DC comics. The Boys comics are from DC, or originally was, so The Boys is a DC show, but not made by DC. It's also a dynamic entertainment comic show. There are Marvel shows that are more adult and rated R, like Netflix Marvel shows and the upcoming Hellstrom series on Hulu. There are some trailers for that show recently. Some Marvel movies are rated R, but they are not MCU.
Yeah. You know, Daredevil, Punisher on Netflix was R-rated, and they was bringing it. So yeah.
Civil Nation comes through to say, is it bad I'm laughing at everyone who said they liked Stormfront before this episode? I couldn't stand her from the moment she appeared. I guess people saw a strong female. I did not see strength. I saw arrogance and not an ounce of kindness or respect to anyone. Besides, by now, I've learned that the writers of this show are the biggest trolls ever, and they will continue to troll us all. Ha ha ha.
I mean, good job trolling.
Because I didn't see it coming. Yeah. I did not see full-on racist psychopath coming at all.
No, I didn't see that at all. I mean, she was in the beginning.
She was suspect.
Annoying.
She was
she was suspect too. Like you just.
But I thought she was just gonna be arrogant, and then Homelander was gonna like put her in her place. Yeah. All right, Deidre Patterson comes in to say, so Stormfront, not just a dash of racism. That family and that man in the hallway she killed in the building were all black. He had it like,
it is not dash.
Not a
You
dash.
are right. I am sorry.
Both the actors portraying Homelander and Stormfront are fantastic. I agree with you. The deep supervillain coming. Can't wait for your upcoming reaction. Want to tell you stuff? Can't. You guys are great. Thank you guys, as always, for the comments.
You're right. That is a whole cup of racism right there. Not a dash, but a whole cup.
We got a pool full.
Yeah, that's a
I
pool
don't know.
full of
It's just
racism.
a lot of it's just dripping.
Yeah, I love how all the comments are about Stormfront.
Yeah, I mean that was like the biggest thing that happened this episode. Outside, well, let me correct. The biggest thing was definitely a boat going through a whale.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Size-wise.
I've never seen that before.
That was insane. But as always, guys, keep those comments coming. We'll feature them as often and as many as we can. We super appreciate those every single time. But I'm very excited to see where this goes in episode 4. So let's get to it. Wait, what the fuck? Is that a dream? What is happening?
Let's see what we can find.
70 something.
Wait, I found Becca. Or at least our best guess where she is. Bought facility, armed to the teeth. Won't be easy.
That's okay. Come here.
Yeah, we see him in season 1.
Oh, my little boy. You're the most powerful man in the whole wide world. And there's nothing that you cannot do.
No more lies.
Ooh.
Go ahead and scream. What is you want?
What did I do?
You're not lying.
Whew. He's going around pulling the weeds, babe.
Come on, fat kids.
Tell him yet?
Tell me what?
I thought we were gonna have a strategy meeting.
Hey, Train, you're out.
Out of what?
Out of 7.
What?
You did great, but we're going in a different direction, so you're out. It's nothing personal. We'll always be friends, and etc. Edward.
You have to ask words, babe. He is not your friend. You could never be his friend.
He cares not.
Chill. Another goddamn chaperone.
Right, you gotta be the daddy. Dry one.
They use well wipes then.
You just carry these around with you?
Yeah, what? No. Please.
Hurt me. Get help.
No. This is not the time to be a soup, okay? We're low key. Not with us here.
There's a ton of people here.
You got a whole fucking city blocked off?
Okay, you can find it.
I thought they were tricking us, making it seem like it was them and it was somebody else.
Yeah. Did they have sex already?
Yeah.
Wait. I got it.
Still cool.
I still want to see you.
I know you hate kids and all, but I think that he's
You
pretty.
hate
I
kids.
don't hate kids. Just... I'm a very good role model, am I?
They're so like lovey-dovey right now. Can't even stand it.
We have a gay hero.
Really?
Stormfront.
Who in the 7 is
Oh,
gay?
wait.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Maeve.
Queen Maeve.
Oh god, he knows about.
Wow.
Scoop for you, Maria.
Scoop for
Maeve
you.
here is a strong, proud lesbian with a beautiful girlfriend. Middle-aged. Hispanic girlfriend.
Hispanic?
And I, for one, am so proud of her.
She's so scared.
I'm so
She's
proud of
freaking
her.
out.
Where's Elena? What did you do to her?
She's fine.
Don't they make you feel
And she my last one I didn't deal with.
Bob wants you to feel calm.
Mon corps, please. You will not survive.
Take this, she goes flying away.
Let's go.
Oh, she gone. Okay. She fly good as hell. And she did not get old at all.
She ate.
Little girl, and she said it was reading, so she could be wrong.
She seemed pretty certain.
Because that voice did sound a little bit like her.
sound like
Yeah.
her.
And that makes Stormfront like what, like 70 years old?
Yeah, but who knows what Compound V can do? I mean, maybe she doesn't age like a regular person.
With 5 guys on laptops turning out memes, I practically pay them with Arby's gift cards. You can't win the whole country anymore. No one can. So why are you even trying? You don't need 50 million people to love you. You need 5 million people fucking pissed. Emotion sells. Anger sells. You have fans. I have soldiers.
God knows I did.
He's $1 billion piece of foreign property. They are not gonna let him go. You and me, Becky, you and me, we got a chance.
No, but I thought I got to choose.
You do, and you're choosing Cassandra. Congratulations.
I thought I had a choice. You do, and you choose Cassandra.
Yeah.
Like,
You're pathetic.
she got in his head, babe.
Alright, that was The Boys, episode 4, and another great episode, man. A lot of story in this one. Everybody got a lot of things to say. We finally got some information on Butcher and his wife. Yeah, so she got raped. I mean, that's just what it hurt. Now, that was a complicated situation where Butcher did. I can understand both sides. Butcher didn't want to take the kid because he's half soup and it's Vot's property, so it's just going to be a target on their back forever. But at the same time, it is her son, and she don't want to just up and leave her son and just throw him away. Excuse me, like, you know.
Which is like common sense.
Yeah,
so, like,
it's like common sense.
Butcher was stupid with like.
And Butcher's being
that
very
argument.
selfish if he thinking that.
She was just gonna abandon him.
Like, let's go ahead and go. But I thought it was going with the way you were saying, where, well, let's use your kid. Maybe he can get us over the wall or out the wall. No, that's not what it is. It's just we're gonna have to. So all of that was great on there. I love the interaction with Stormfront and Homelander, and the tension is good. The tension is good. He ain't go over there to kick her ass yet, but they might come to blows eventually. But it was an interesting fact to find out that she is possibly, which I'm 100% guarantee she is, Liberty. Lady Liberty from back in the day. So she's an old school suit who's had some V up in her that she doesn't age. And she changed with the times. Just been a racist the whole time. So she is going to be somebody to contend with in the future. That is for sure. I don't know what her intentions are though, but she's definitely going to be somebody to contend with for sure. And with that said, that means Hector, well, I can't remember his name, the boss upstairs, he brought her back. So did he know that, or did he only know her from being Stormfront? And was like, oh yeah, you'll be a good app. That's a whole nother thing right there. But loved it. Loved Huey's part with Starbright. I mean, I'm glad they finally got to do what they had to do.
For no reason though.
For no reason. But I'm liking how we're going with here. It's shit is building. The only thing we don't know right now what's happening or why it's happening is with the Deep. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to play that one out, but if he's going to be a supervillain, I don't see it happening yet unless he snaps on the freaking psychiatrist lady who's getting on his damn nerve. So we'll see. But other than that, I thought it was an excellent episode. I can't wait to keep going with this because this is just bomb.
Yeah, so I liked Rebecca and Butch's reunion. I thought it was very endearing and sincere and like long awaited. I'm glad Butch had that moment, but ultimately the way it played out to me makes sense because Butch had, and I like the way Becca articulated, like, you've been at this war long before even me. Like, I never actually saved you. I could never get you to let it go. So I thought the way that she did it, and the fact that she, like, recognized that he has a detachment and he's never going to be able to love her son, and, like, at any point he would sacrifice him for the two of them. And as a mother, she just can't, like, I can't do that. And you obviously can't relate, so we're gonna have to part ways. And she's heartbroken. Like, she was crying. She doesn't want to do it, but ultimately she has a responsibility to her son. I thought all that was well played, well written. Yeah. The backstory with Lady Liberty and Stormfront, I thought that was really interesting. I don't see how... it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, what her ultimate intentions are. And to your point about the director bringing her on, I wouldn't see why he would do that, knowing that they know she's racist. They covered up the stories and everything else. So, like, if that's the case, that would be...
Right. She used to work... Yeah, she was a Vought hero.
So, like, I'm hoping they don't, like... I don't know. That would be really weird play, especially if it's a person of color that brought... I wouldn't understand that. That wouldn't make a lot of sense in the writing to me. I'm hoping she just changed up her whole entire look and they didn't recognize her or something. Because it didn't... Even in the flashback, it didn't look like she utilized any of the powers that she has now. She was just showing her strength. We didn't see any of the electricity or whatever, so maybe, like, she... has grown in that, and maybe she didn't have those powers, so she's able to separate herself from Lady Liberty. Which, anyway, that whole thing is super interesting to me. I want to see how it plays. Yeah. I'm glad Frenchie was there to stop Kimiko, because she's not ready for that. But that's definitely tension that's building there.
That's gonna be a fight.
I'm super surprised that Homelander didn't even choke her out or anything. I mean, this person that's humiliating you in front of everybody over and over again, far more extreme than any of the other people.
And you didn't even put a finger on her.
You didn't put no hands on her whatsoever. No. But, like, I don't know. I thought that was an interesting. Maybe because he resonated. Maybe he could see, because ultimately we see him kill himself. He's like, she's right. I'm being a pussy. I gotta take myself out or something. I don't know. So maybe, like, that had to happen first. I just thought it was very surprising he didn't put any hands on her at all this episode. I thought that was an interesting choice. But with Huey, that situation, I'm just like, they had an episode, they got together, now they're separated again. So I'm just gonna, that part to me doesn't seem the most exciting part of the show. I'm definitely much more intrigued with everything that's happening around that. So I thought it was a solid episode too. Yeah. Definitely got a lot more, like, answers and more depth to the characters. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. As far as the deep goes, the fuck is happening there? I just had a thought that with A-Train being kicked off too, maybe she's going to adopt A-Train into their network too, and they're going to create, like, these pissed off people who didn't get to be part of the Seven or got kicked off the Seven. I don't know what her intentions are. She is crazy. She's a little... Started her own little vibe. And she's very manipulative. They don't have free will. I don't know what's up in the T. The T might be controlling them too. I don't know. It'll be... I'm not sure where this is going, but I find it intriguing, and I hope it pays off. So we shall see.
For sure. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Boys, Season 2, Episode number 4. And until next time, people.